Hi everyone and welcome to this yin yoga routine. Today we're doing lazy yin yoga. So this is perfect if you're feeling a little bit tired, low on energy, or maybe just not in the mood for a more active practice, but you still want to do some nice mindful movement. These poses won't require a lot of physical activity on your part, so it is a really nice way just to relax and unwind. You don't need any props for any of these routines, but it is always a good idea to have some cushions nearby or some yoga blocks if you do have them. When you're ready, we're going to begin in corpse pose, so you can come on down to lie on your back. And when you're there, you can either have your knees bent and let your knees rest against each other, or you can have your legs long on the mat. Have your palms facing up and allow your arms and your legs to take up lots of space. Tuck your chin slightly towards your chest so you can lengthen through the back of your neck. And now unclench your jaw. Relax your face. Drop your shoulders into the mat. Drop your hips. Drop your knees. And drop your feet. Feel gravity gently pressing against your entire body. And just notice how it can relax all of your muscles as they gently drop into the ground. And the hardest part is over now that you've made it to your yoga mat. So let's take a nice long breath in and a big breath out. And just do that a few more times, signaling to your body that it's time to unwind and to relax. We'll start to make our way into our next pose, which is Reclined Butterfly. You can do that by bringing the soles of your feet together. The further away you have your feet from your pelvis, the less intense this will be, so you can figure out a distance which feels good for you. We're going to be here for 5 minutes in total. But as always, if you do need to come out of the pose earlier, that is okay. And don't force your knees down here, just let them be. If they do need a little bit of support, you can place cushions or yoga blocks in underneath them. And we still have the arms taking up lots of space. The palms are facing up. And gravity is gently pressing your entire body into the ground. Bring your awareness back to your breath and just notice if it feels different now that you're in a new position. And keep aiming to send your breath deep into your body, maybe all the way down into the groin and into all of these areas that we're targeting with this pose. Each time you exhale, you're letting go of tension or any stress that might be caught up there. And as you're here in this pose, you might notice that a lot of different thoughts are traveling through your mind. And that's completely normal. But as soon as you do notice that you're engaged in thinking, just try your best to stop that thought. Bring your awareness back to your breath and back into your body. You might take some time to loosen up your jaw again, relax your face, and drop your shoulders. And take 3 more breaths here in Reclined Butterfly. Inhaling new energy, exhaling any stagnant energy. And when you're ready to come out of the pose, you can slowly bring your knees back together. You might just rest here with your feet mat width distance apart, and then your knees can just drop against each other. And now you might tap into this new energy that you can feel around your hips, within your groin. And just let that circulate up and down the entire body now. from here, we'll slowly pick ourselves back up. So we're sitting on the mat. You can sit with your legs long in front of you. Our next pose is caterpillar pose. So you can be sitting on a cushion or a yoga block here to make this pose a little bit more accessible. We want to make sure that our pelvis is tilted forward. You can have a little bend in your knees here. Make sure you're not locking your knees. And if needed, you can even have the soles of your feet on the mat. That's okay. When you're ready, then you're inhaling to lengthen your spine and exhaling to fold forward, allowing the back to round and your head can drop. Hands can rest next to the feet, either with the palms facing up or down. We'll be here in caterpillar pose for 5 minutes. So you can take your time here just exploring one edge at a time. There's no need to go deep into the pose straight away. If at any point your head and neck start to feel heavy, you can always bring your elbows onto your thighs and then rest your head into your hands. Caterpillar pose is a really nice pose to open up through the back of your legs. It stretches out your spine and it also compresses all of those internal organs. So you're getting a little massage for your digestive system with each breath you take. With time, you might be getting invites to go a little bit deeper into the pose. And if that's happening, you might walk your hands further away from the body. Drop your nose a little bit more. Stay at this edge for as long as you have to. And then you might get an invite in a while to go another bit deeper. unclench your jaw, soften your shoulders, relax your face, and take 3 more breaths here. Now you can start to slowly push yourself away from the floor, coming back to sit upright, and just taking a moment here, feeling whatever you feel. And we're going to release the spine now with a little twist. So you can bend your right knee, bringing your right foot closer to you, and wrap your left arm around your right knee. Your right hand can come back behind you and use it to lengthen your spine as you inhale. Now as you exhale, just slowly look back behind you. We'll stay here for about 3 breaths. Each inhale lengthens the spine, and each exhale helps you to twist. And now you can come back to center. We'll switch to the opposite side. And then making our way back to center. You can do whatever you need to do here, maybe stretching through your toes, circling your ankles. Our next pose is child's pose. So you can come back to sit on your knees. You can come into whichever version of child's pose you're craving the most here. If you keep your knees together, you'll target your back and your spine more. If you take them wider apart, you'll open up the hips. Big toes are together and you're sitting on your heels if you can, but if you can't, you can sit on a cushion or a yoga block. Now you might bring your hands down onto the mat, stacking them on top of each other to create a little pillow, and then bring your left cheek onto your hands. We're just creating a nice gentle twist for the neck here. We'll stay looking to the right for 2.5 minutes, and then we'll switch to look over to the left. And if, of course, this doesn't feel good for your neck, you can just have your forehead on your hands or on the mat. So let's start to tap into all of the sensations you're feeling within your child's pose. Breathing in to stretch everything that little bit more. Breathing out to release stale energy. Now you can gently turn your head so you're facing the left side of your mat. And now you can bring your forehead directly onto the mat, just sliding your hands out of the way. And you might gently roll your forehead against the mat. This is a nice way just to release any stress or tension from your face. And when you're ready to do so, you can slowly pick yourself back up. And then from here, we'll come back down to lie on the back of the body. And when you're there, you might just give yourself a moment to lie on the floor, whatever way you're called to do so. From here, send your left leg long onto the mat and bring your right knee up towards your chest. You can interlock your fingers around this right knee and very gently pull it towards you. And now you might start to straighten up this right leg, interlock your fingers at the back of your knee, And then start to pull the leg towards you, feeling that opening around your hamstring. And just taking about 5 big breaths here. And from here, we'll bring the sole of the right foot onto the left thigh, preparing for a reclined twist. Your left hand can be on this top knee. Open out your right arm to the right so it's at a 90-degree angle to your body. Then stack your hips on top of each other, bringing your right hip over the left. And then bring this right knee over towards the left side of the mat. And keep both of your shoulders connected to the floor. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can look over to your right hand. And as we hold this pose for about 4 minutes in total, just trying your best to keep your awareness with your body and with your breath. Let's take 3 more breaths here. When you're ready, you can travel back to center. Doing whatever you need to do, or just finding a moment of stillness. This time you can send your right leg long. Take your left knee up into your chest and just give it a little hug for about 4 or 5 breaths. And now you can bring your leg to straight-ish, holding behind the hamstring, and gently pulling it towards you. Now you can bring your left foot onto your right thigh. Release your left arm back out to the left. Stack your hips and bring your left knee over towards the right. Both shoulders are still on the mat. And this time, to go deeper, you can look towards the left. As we come towards the end of a yoga practice, it can be where the mind starts to kick into thinking mode again. So just be aware of that and notice if you are starting to engage with your thoughts. Here in this reclined twist, you're doing really good work for your spine. You're also helping to restore equilibrium back into your body. So keep sending your awareness inwards. Help your body to get rid of its tired, old energy. And with each inhale, bring fresh and new energy into your body. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Now you can slowly come back. Your body will tell you what it wants in this moment. It might just want to lie still. It might need some windshield wipers. Or it might need a little hug by bringing your knees towards your chest. You can do whatever you feel called to do. We'll take the last 2 minutes of our practice in corpse pose, so you can come into whichever version works best for you. Body taking up lots of space, palms are facing up, chin is slightly tucked to the chest, jaw is loose, shoulders are heavy, hips are heavy, your knees are heavy, and your feet are heavy. Feel all of your muscles releasing. Your body is completely relaxed. It's absorbing all of the benefits of this practice. And it's just soaking in all of this new, good energy that you created with the poses that you did. So just stay here for the next minute or so, and then I'll let you know when it's time to come back. You can stay here for longer, but if you are ready to end the practice, you can start to make little movements. Find your breath again and just take a few deep breaths in and out. And there's no rush to do so, but when you're ready, you can come back up into a seat. We'll officially end our practice here. So I hope you enjoyed this chill yin session. Here on this channel, I focus on lots of stretchy, slow, relaxing yin yoga practices. So if you do enjoy this style of yoga, make sure to subscribe so we can practice again in the future. And if you did like this video, I would really appreciate it if you can give it a thumbs up. So I'll see you again soon, but until then, take good care and goodbye.